Welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at the site where my framers the other day started framing walls. I didn't catch them in time to document exactly how to frame a wall. I'll do that in detail once we start the second floor, after the floor joists go in. So I'll go detailed from the floor joist and all the way up. This will be your basic house that has a basement video after that. Basically assuming that you would have a basement, and then you start with the floor joists and go up with the wall and then the trusses. So we'll do a video like that in detail on how to frame a wall, 16-inch on center, how to put together a header, which you see here. I have my headers are from 2x10s, 3 2x10s, and plywood or OSB on the inside to make up the thickness for a 2x6. And for my garage, I decided to do, my initial blueprint called for 3 2x12s on each door, but I decided to go and give it more rigidity, more strength, and do just a whole LVL beam. So there's 2 12-inch LVL beams put together, running all the way across this way, just in case, if by chance somebody crashes into that wall and takes that wall out by accident, the whole house is not going to fall apart, because that beam goes all the way across to the corner and to this wall, supported by 2 2x6s on each side. Well, in this case it's 4, and obviously in the middle of the partition here. So the guys are started doing the OSB already. They did this side. So the fact that it's a 9 foot wall here, both floors for me, they just ran it horizontal. All the sheets easier to put up. Stagger them. Make sure that you always stagger. You don't want to go seam on seam. You always stagger them in chest pattern, basically. And then that space right there, that's about 16 inches right there. Once the second floor goes in, the floor joists and the second floor walls, then they'll start OSBing, sheathing the second floor, and that'll tie both floors. The downside with just an 8 foot, and most framers assemble walls a lot of times on the floor, and then you just put the 4x8 sheet on the 8 foot wall. It just stays on the wall. It doesn't tie your first floor to your second floor, or your basement to your first floor wall. I always like to frame, and these guys also frame this the same way, where you start from the sill plate and then start tying each floor. This makes it easier. While people say that it's a lot faster to frame on the floor, put your sheathing on, and even I know some framers even put their tie back on the floor and then stand it up. First of all, it's a lot heavier to do that. Yeah, you get it done in one step, but if you have any imperfection in the wall, you can't straighten it out after you square the wall. So when you just assemble a wall and then do the sheathing after, you're able to straighten things out if you need to. And it's a lot lighter. You can, I mean, these guys probably assembled, you know, maybe not this whole wall, but half of this wall by themselves, stand it up, very light. And then you go through with ladders, or if you have some type of lift. In my case, I have a skid steer that they're using to carry the OSB. Grab a stack and then use ladders to nail in all the sheathing. Sure, this is my exit right here, the rear entry to the backyard. And we stepped up 2 blocks here in order to have enough fill. We'll have a retaining wall here just to get enough fill to go over that septic tank. And that's how that's about how they're doing, using all battery operated saws and framing guns. No need for power cords or compressors. Get a 1/8 gap between the OSBs. That way there's no warping when if it expands with moisture. Got a nice, like a 35 foot plank, 30-foot plank. You can just walk on, put these ladder jacks on, and be able to work on top. So for nailing pattern, we do 4 to 6 inches on the ends, and then 6 to 8 inches in the field everywhere. I like to overdo it a little bit. That way I got a stronger wall. So that's where I am. I did a little backfilling here, make it a little bit easier to work around. Not final grade by any means, but just enough. I'm still looking for a fill. So as that comes in, I'll be doing that also. But once they get the LVL beam, the center beam in the middle here, set up today, they'll start setting that up, and then they'll start putting up the floor joists. So those are my three pads right there. I just picked up the correct columns for it, for the supports, and the LVL beam will go up, and they'll start the floor system. So that's the progress. Stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share the videos, hit the notification button so you get updated videos right away. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you.